So we're now working on the standing straight leg hip circles. You're going to have your feet apart, sort of like a wide triangle. Imagine you've got headlights on the front of the hips. So this whole movement we're going to do, these headlights are facing forward. Your hips are facing forward. We're not turning the hips to face any other direction, facing forward. So the first movement will be forward and back. So you push the hips forward, you're going to feel it down the front, and then you gently push the hips back. You can lean back with the hips as your hands come forward. Hips then push forward, headlights are staying straight, the butt goes back, keeping your legs straight. You're going to feel that in the hamstrings. So as you come forward, you feel it through the front of the hips. As you go back, you'll feel it in the hamstrings. Come back to center. The two other positions is side to side. So straight legs, I'm just letting my hip go out to the left, and I'm feeling that on the inside of my groin, inside of my leg. The headlights are staying forward. I'm not twisting. Hips out to the left. Now to the other side. Hips out to the right. It's quite minimal, that movement, but my legs are staying straight. I'm feeling that down the groin. So with this movement, we're going to go around the world. Hips go forward and then take them out to the left. So hips go left. Those headlights are facing forward. Then push the hips back to this back corner. Legs are staying straight. Slowly square it up. So my hips are coming more center. I'm pushing back. Then I'm pushing my hips out now to the right. Legs are staying straight. Those hips are facing forward. Pulling the hips forward in that top quadrant there. And then coming back to center. Then you can reverse it. Push the hips out to the right. Take the hips slowly back to this far corner. Then I'm squaring my hips. Legs are staying straight. Pushing hip out the other way to the left in this back position. Then I'm pulling the hips forward to this front top position, then back to center. Again, the main thing here is your range of motion might be small in the beginning. These headlights on your hips, your pelvis, face forward. We're not turning. So it might be quite minor to begin, but those hips keep facing forward and you'll feel the intricate sensations through your legs as you do this movement. Palms are flat, fingers spread close to the knees, fingers forward, and just start to move your shoulders forward of the fingers and back again. Hips back towards the heels. You can change the position of the fingers, rocking side to side, different angles, different movements, circling the shoulders. And eventually you'll get to a point where maybe you can turn the wrist forward, fingers back, leaning back there. Maybe the hands can come beside the legs, inside the legs, if it feels too intense. 5 to 10 repetitions, and then just holding for 10 seconds there, breathing, softening through the shoulders, the face and jaw. Fingers forward, and then we'll flip it the other way. Back of the palms on the floor, either both at the same time or one at a time. Wriggle the fingers. Maybe you can straighten the elbows more. A lot of the time you might need to support with the other hand doing these elbow circles or elbow rotations. Both sides. And then at some point, after wriggling fingers to each, or thumb to each finger, leaning back, elbows rotated, I'm leaning back, getting a deep stretch through the extensor side. And then release that. Same for the other side. Elbow rotates, trying to keep the back of the hand as close as I can to the floor. Wriggling fingers if you can, thumb to each finger, and then slightly leaning back, just to get that deep stretch through the extensor side of the arm. And then we're done. So the quadruped tail wag. You may need a cushion under the knees. We're going to start in that quadruped position, hands under shoulders, but we're going to bring the knees together. And then all you're doing is lifting the feet with the feet squeezing together, and you're moving your feet side to side like you're wagging your tail. My spine at the moment is quite neutral, but you can arch the spine down and practice that way. Do it slowly. I can feel that more through my outer hips as I go side to side. The other option, neutral or curving, doming the back, seeing how that feels. It will work subtly on different areas, and you may even feel comfortable moving down and up and down as you go side to side. Again, you're grinding your knees into the floor, so it's good to have a cushion on the ground as you do this. From behind, rather than having knees apart, my knees are together, my feet lift up, knees together, and I'm windscreen wiping the feet side to side, whether the spine sinks down, neutral, or up high. You'll feel it work the spine, a bending sideways or lateral flexion as you move those feet side to side. It subtly does this with our spine as we move side to side. Quadruped spinal circles. Move that spine in all directions that it can go. Down, out to one side, up, out to the other. Dipping down, doming up within that range of motion. Try both directions. One side will always feel more coordinated. You can spend a bit of time pushing it down, pushing it out to one side, pushing up. Your hands will push forward into the floor there, out to the other side, back down again. You'll find your hips will just find their natural way in this movement. That spine is going down, spine is pushing out to one side. Explore all these different ways, aiming to, in a sense, become more coordinated, being able to do it both directions. Aiming to keep the elbows locked through the whole process usually is easier. Frogger stretch. So with the frogger stretch, some of you may not like this at all because of the shape of where the knees are and the feet. You can still get a groin stretch where I've taken my knees wide, my toes together. You may also want to have a cushion under here just to protect the knees, the sides of the knees. My knees are wide, my toes are still pointing together. If I bring my hips away from my heels, walk my elbows forward, maybe the knees slide further apart. For me, that's a good groin stretch, and I can rock forward and back here. The difference here is your feet are flat and there's no turning of the ankle. Now with my ankles, with the frog, the idea is to turn your toes out. Some people's knees and joints won't like this and won't want to do this. So if it feels any kind of pain inside the knee, stop it, don't do it, come out of that shape. Just go back to the one where your toes are pointing in. So my feet are turning out, that frog stretch, and then I'm just gently trying to move forward and back, seeing where my limits are. And you may even need to change the positioning of the feet. Maybe the legs can slide further apart, maybe the feet need to be closer in, even though they're turned out, but there might be a different position that works best for you. The idea here is we find that position where you feel the stretch on the inside of the legs and also on the outside as well. You don't want to feel any discomfort in the knee, no sensation in the knee at all. And I'm just gently coming forward and then pushing back. If at any point there is discomfort, come out of that shape. So here, my limit of pushing my hips back. Sometimes, usually the hips over knees will be enough, but I'm able to push back a bit further. Maybe my knees can go wider. Maybe my feet can go further out. And with my feet further out, toes are turned out, slight movements, 3 to 5, and then just even holding, pushing my butt backwards, feeling that deep through all the inside and outside of the hips. Then coming forward. To come out, you slowly bring your feet back in, maybe the toes are pointing in, then gently step the knees, pull the knees in, and sitting back. Just to rest there. It is quite a deep stretch. From behind, My knees are wide. The first easy, gentle position is my toes are just pointing towards each other and I'm moving forward and back. Knees are sliding a little bit wider each time. The frog stretch is where you turn your feet out. The ankles shift, those toes point out. If that doesn't feel right in the knees, then stop, come out of there. Maybe you can pull the feet closer in, maybe the feet can go out more into that frog position. And then from here, I'm just moving slowly forward and back. I don't have much movement here, but I'm able to move back. Then even just gently hold as I'm pushing my butt back. I'm feeling that work, basically compression of the joints. And then I'm coming forward to safely get out. Again, maybe the heels were closer, maybe they were apart. I bring my feet back in. I take the weight on the arms. I move my elbows back. My knees gently slide in. It's quite a deep, deep stretch. And then I just rest. Today we're going to work on the backwards bear. Similar to the bear going forward, except we're going back. The focus here is on the push of the arms and the shoulders. So we're pushing into the ground constantly, and that enables your traps to elevate, your shoulder elevates, and you're not sitting in the joints of the shoulder. We'll be leading with the foot going back. When we do the bear going forward, we lead with the hand. So there's those slight differences there. So we're coming into the bear, the A-frame. Tuck your toes, push away from the floor, lift the butt up. So right now I just separate my feet a bit wider, even my hands a bit wider from my shoulders. Let the head be heavy. If you watch my shoulders and hands, I'm pushing into the floor and my shoulders shrug around the ears. And this is a great position to be to do the backwards bear. So I'm going to start with my right foot going back, and as my right foot touches, I push into the floor with my right hand and bring my left hand back. Left foot goes back, take the weight into that left hand, push into the floor, my right hand steps back. Right foot steps, I shift and push into the right hand so I can move my left. Left foot steps back and I shift my weight into that left hand so my right hand can move back. So continuing on, my hands keep pushing, shoulders slightly shrugged. Right foot leads, then my left hand steps back. And I've moved most of my weight into that right arm, right shoulder. Left foot leads back, and then I lean into my left hand so I can bring my right hand back. Right foot, left hand. Left foot, push into the floor, right hand. Right foot, push into the floor, left. Left foot, right. Another simple way of thinking about it on a coordination level, the foot you're stepping back with, that's the arm that's taking the weight. So to show from here, you may even want to start, say, the right hand slightly back. So then I can step my right foot, shift the weight into the right hand, left foot steps. Left foot, left hand takes the weight, right hand steps. Right foot, left, left foot, right. And that sense of pushing into the floor continuously just to keep the shoulders strong and on. Let's do backwards bear for a minute. If you run out of space, come backwards, then go forwards. Backwards, forwards. If you've got a lot more space, you can maybe do donuts, do circles in that space. So lifting up, 1 minute, a little circuit here. Right foot, left hand, left foot, right hand, traveling backwards. If you haven't watched the tutorial, go back, give that a rewatch. Keep pushing down with the arms. If you run into a wall or a space, step forward, practice your forward bear, and then start again. Keep that breath moving nice and gently and slowly. Keep the head nice and heavy. Again, aiming to keep the movement nice and pretty. When we aim to keep it smooth and pretty, transitioning hand to foot, you'll be able to wire that into the brain, how to do this properly and correctly over time. Just a few more. So if you needed to take a break at any point, take a break. Backwards bear. So spending a minute doing just the basic monkey movement, hands coming down, shoulders over wrist, heels lift, jumping across back into the squat. Going both ways, practicing for about a minute. Make sure the wrists feel safe as the arms come down, the heels lift, shoulders over wrist, hopping across. So if you're finding over time that you lose the ability to do this, go back to the basic monkey prep tutorial there, and then come back to this tutorial. Hopping across. So working bear to monkey, coming up into bear. You're just walking as you would, and just watch my hand. My right hand comes around, placing it there in front of the left. Take the weight into both, and then jump across into monkey. And I transition from side to side with my basic monkey. To come back into the bear, I turn my body, bring my hands down, lift my butt, and then just start to walk the hands and the feet when I feel there's enough space between. And obviously then can move backwards as well. We've done the basic bear and the backwards bear today. So to come down, hand places, take the weight, drop down into that deep squat to then move side to side to monkey. To come back into the bear, hands come down, lift my butt up, and then just replace the hands as you would start to work the bear. Forwards and back if you prefer. Coming forward one more time. So my hand comes down, my opposite foot touches, the other hand reaches in front, and it allows me to drop down. And then obviously back to bear, backwards bear, forwards. Other hand comes down, and I drop down into squat. Rewatch this video over and over again. Some of us will learn visually, some of us have to learn actually doing it in the body on the floor. Always be careful with the knees, especially when you drop down into that squat. And when you're turning to the bear, again, you get the hands as close to you as you can so you can transition the weight to lift up. Even if you need to reset the body into that A-frame before walking off into bear. Even practice that a few times, starting in this squat, turning the body to one side, take the weight into the hands, lift the hips up, and just stepping the feet backwards. It doesn't have to be perfect to begin. Your brain, your neural connection is learning something new. So take your time and enjoy. And we'll just run a little circuit, transitioning from the bear to monkey continuously. Always aim to keep the elbows straight with the bear. And if you need to reset, reset before taking off. Come down when you need a break. Enjoy the playing with these transitions, bear to monkey, monkey to bear. So spending a minute doing just the basic monkey movement, hands coming down, shoulders over wrist, heels lift, jumping across back into the squat. Going both ways, practicing for about a minute. Make sure the wrists feel safe as the arms come down, the heels lift, shoulders over wrist, hopping across. So if you're finding over time that you lose the ability to do this, go back to the basic monkey prep tutorial there, and then come back to this tutorial. Hopping across. The bear. All about the setup for the A-frame, shoulders under the wrist, knees under the hips, tucking the toes, push the butt up and back, keep pushing the butt up and back. Then we do the movement. Hand, then opposite foot. Right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. Nice and just gentle movements, control with the body. Just slight stepping forward with the hand and the foot. If you want to try going backwards, it's pushing through the hands, butt keeps pushing backwards. Starting again, right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. Just moving there. Keep the butt pushing up and back to keep that A-frame position. If you want to try moving backwards, leading with the foot. Right foot, left hand, left foot, right hand. Otherwise, coming down and just keep moving forward in the space that you're in. Keep practicing. Make sure the head and neck nice and soft at ease. Make sure the wrists, shoulders, all the joints are feeling safe. Moving from our flexion, folding forward, hands on the floor, to lift up the hips, coming into cobra, slowly letting the hips fall down to the ground. Hands pushing into the floor actively. Inhale to come away. Exhale to hips back. So you decide the movement with the breath. So I inhale, exhale to push back, and inhale to come forward. Exhale to drop down. So that's the rhythm I take. Your body, your breath might dictate slightly different. What we're aiming to feel is this spine bending one way and then bending the other way. And just one more. So again, I inhale, exhale to drop the hips. Maybe you're holding for a little bit longer. And inhale to come back and exhale to fall back into that flexion. Our seated clasped hand extension. Interlacing the fingers behind your back, chest lifts, squeeze the shoulder blades back. Some of you will be able to straighten the elbows, some may still be slightly bent. See if you can use your hands to push up and tilt you forward. It's not about how far you come, but we're doing this position for about 30 seconds to a minute. Maybe you're happier just holding that, leaning slightly forward. I prefer this one, bending knees and coming forward from here. Just tilting my hips, it makes it easier and lighter on my arms as I come through. Do a few more if you need to stop, if you need to sit down. As always, everyone's joints will be slightly different. Some of you will be able to come quite deep forward with the arms in the air. As you can tell, my hands are still quite low. Getting them up in that position, I find quite difficult. So doing our kneeling lunge each side, starting with one leg forward. If you need to hold on, coming into it, coming out. You can squeeze your butt, tuck your tail, pull the knee through the floor when you're forward and hold that. You'll feel everything contract. Come out, come back in, keep squeezing the butt. You'll feel that, really work that back leg. Pull the knee slightly forward, come out of it. Around 10 times. After around 10 of this mobility movement, we're going to just stay in that shape for around 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds. Even adjusting whilst we're in it, lifting the chest, squeezing the glutes harder, pulling the back knee forward, breathing. And let everything relax, let it all soften. I sometimes like to go that little bit deeper just to get that final deeper stretch with the glutes softened. Glutes have now backed off. Other side. Other leg forward. I like to keep my back toe tucked. Gives me a bit more deeper stretch through the quad. So moving forward and back. Glutes are on, leaning into it. Maybe pulling the knee slightly forward to begin. To come out of it. Knee comes forward as I pull out. That just activates this leg a little bit more. So a few more. So around 10. And we sink in and hold here. Squeeze your butt, lift the chest. Maybe you're pulling the back knee forward actively. Breathing. You feel everything really tighten up and tense. And then I just let everything soften. My butt softens and I lean deeper into it. And then slowly coming out of there. Kneeling lunge. 3-point bridge, so around 30 seconds each side. Whichever hand you're starting with, the fingers are turning away on that angle, shoulders over the wrist, so as you push down, the hips lift. Some of you will be able to go straight into that higher hip lift, the hand over the head, following the thumb. Maybe you need to come down. You can do it sequentially, lifting up, looking over, coming back down. For those that aren't there yet, maybe you're lifting the hips up, coming back down, lifting up, maybe the arm goes up. One more, wherever you're at. And we'll change sides. Other hand, fingers pointing away, close into the body so the shoulders tracing over that wrist. Push down to lift the hips, testing the joints to begin. A few times, maybe you can go straight to it. Depending on where your body's at with flexibility, range of motion, never try to rush ahead to that next deeper progression if you don't feel comfortable or safe. So one more, wherever you're at, and then coming back down.